There is an air of mystery surrounding highly intelligent people, a quiet detachment, a sense of being present yet distant. To many, this behavior may seem cold or aloof, but it's not rooted in arrogance. Rather, it's a deeper, more psychologically sophisticated response to how they experience the world. Carl Jung, the Swiss psychiatrist and psychoanalyst, understood this unique orientation of the intelligent mind better than most. His theories of individuation and psychological consciousness help explain why deep thinkers often seem withdrawn from social norms. The strategic solitude of intelligent individuals don't avoid social interaction out of fear or trauma, but out of conscious choice. Their solitude is not loneliness, it's clarity. Where others may find discomfort in being alone, the intelligent mind finds freedom and insight. Jung called this the path of individuation, the journey of becoming one's true self, separate from social expectations, emotional obligations, and external validation. This pursuit naturally leads intelligent individuals to a more selective engagement with others. Emotional and psychological intelligence allows them to perceive the hidden mechanics of human behavior, the motivations behind actions, the unspoken needs behind words. As a result, much of social interaction begins to feel superficial, performative, or emotionally draining. The smarter one becomes, the more difficult it is to participate in interactions that lack authenticity. Psychological consciousness and the weight of awareness. Jung's concept of psychological consciousness speaks to this heightened awareness, the ability to observe not just what people do, but why they do it. For intelligent individuals, this awareness can be a double-edged sword. It brings clarity but also isolation. They see through illusions, spot patterns, and recognize emotional dynamics that others are blind to. This insight can make ordinary social conversations feel empty or exhausting. When you're constantly analyzing, picking up on logical inconsistencies, emotional projections, and unconscious behaviors, engaging with the world becomes a mentally demanding task. This kind of cognitive and emotional labor often leads intelligent people to retreat, not out of rejection, but self-preservation. The double life of intelligence. One of the emotional costs of high intelligence is the need to translate deep or complex thoughts into simpler, more socially acceptable ideas. Over time, this necessity creates a split between the authentic self and the socially acceptable self. The individual must constantly navigate between what they truly think and what others can handle. This internal division can lead to fatigue and emotional disconnect. What many perceive as connection is, in reality, projection. People often relate not to who someone truly is, but to who they need them to be. Intelligent individuals become aware of this illusion and grow less motivated to maintain relationships built on such fragile foundations. They begin to seek fewer, but deeper and more meaningful connections, relationships based on mutual understanding and psychological reciprocity. Cognitive isolation and the cost of clarity. The world rewards conformity far more than introspection. Intelligent people often feel like they're living in a parallel reality, watching the performance of life while others remain unaware they're even acting. This perspective, while enlightening, results in what psychologists call cognitive isolation, the mental separation that comes from perceiving reality in a more nuanced way than the collective norm. This internal exile becomes more pronounced as intelligent individuals find it harder to relate to the emotional or intellectual content of everyday interactions. They may be physically present, but their minds are operating on deeper, more layered frequencies. This is not a deliberate distancing. It's a consequence of their constant cognitive engagement and psychological depth. Emotional energy and strategic investment. Emotional energy is finite, and intelligent people understand this better than most. Jung observed that increasing consciousness requires increasing energy. For those with high emotional intelligence, every interaction undergoes a cost-benefit analysis. Will this relationship contribute to growth or drain my energy? Will this conversation deepen my understanding or repeat a known pattern? As a result, their detachment is not a lack of caring, but a deliberate management of emotional resources. Their capacity for connection is intense and immersive, so they reserve it for relationships that are worthy of that intensity. Superficial bonds become unsustainable. Solitude as sanctuary. Perhaps the most misunderstood aspect of intelligent detachment is its relationship to solitude. While many fear being alone, intelligent individuals often embrace it as the most fertile ground for insight and growth. Jung referred to this as the treasure in the depths, the psychological and spiritual rewards that come from facing oneself in silence. In solitude, intelligent people are free from the need to adapt to others' communication styles or emotional rhythms. They can think clearly, reflect deeply, and engage in what Jung called active imagination, a mental state that fosters creativity, integration, and profound self-understanding. The purpose behind detachment: the detachment of the intelligent isn't emotional coldness, it's psychological mastery. It serves to protect mental clarity, conserve emotional resources, and create space for meaningful exploration. It allows the intelligent mind to remain sovereign, to observe emotions without being controlled by them, and to withdraw from situations that offer no true value. Most people form relationships to escape themselves. Intelligent individuals often withdraw from relationships to find themselves. This fundamental difference in orientation is why they are frequently misunderstood. Their detachment isn't rejection, it's a different path toward connection, one that prioritizes authenticity, depth, and self-integration. Integration over isolation. Ultimately, Jung's insight into individuation highlights that true psychological growth often requires stepping away from collective patterns. For the intelligent mind, detachment is not isolation. It's the necessary space for becoming whole, a step inward before reaching out meaningfully. And for those who seek to understand the intelligent person's solitude, the key lies in recognizing that their quiet distance is not a wall, it's a gateway to deeper connection.